Hello, this is Greg coming at you again with another installment of Operating in the Creator. Just something on my mind that I just want to share. I was talking to a coworker of mine today, a couple of them, some females, some female Filipinos, and one of them was talking about how before she got married, she used to be a singer in the Philippines. And she said that, she got paid for her singing and that she went around the world singing and that she lived a very comfortable life because of her singing. And that all ended when she married her husband, another Philippine. All right. And then when they were in the church, I don't know whether it was the church here in America or the church in the Philippines, but she was talking about how when she and her husband, started going to church, he played the piano in the church and he would not allow her to ever sing again. When they got married, he never would allow her to sing. All right, basically crushed her anointing, her passion, everything she loved to do. And for me, that's sad. And it reminded me of when I met my wife, and my wife was concerned about whether us being together, what a kind of effect that would have on her. And she explained to me that her passion was doing makeup. She loved, that's been her passion for most of her life. And, when she was in, as a matter of fact, when she was in Atlanta, she was a celebrity makeup artist. But before that, she asked me, she said, okay, if her passion was makeup and my passion was teaching, spiritual, teaching people about spiritual things, the spiritual realm, and the things of that sort. She asked, how can, if we're married, how can it be that, she can practice her seek her passion and I seek mine. And I told her that that would not be, first of all, I told her that I would never, ever require her to give up her passion. Never. And then I told her, I said, don't worry about, you and your passion, the things that you're passionate about seeking and the things that I'm passionate about. I said, when we come together, you're going to help me with the things that I'm passionate about, and I'm going to help you with the things that you're passionate about. And I told her that I would never, ever, you know, um, discourage her from seeking what she loves to do, and that I would be there to help her in whatever way I could. Well, at the time we met, we were both homeless, and I was collecting unemployment, and I got a income tax check of about $1,200 or so. So I told her, I said, I tell you what, I said, why don't we go to wherever you want to go, to get makeup or whatever. And I told her, I said, I will buy you as much makeup as you would ever want or ever need. So in Atlanta, there was a makeup store. It was like, specialty makeup store, and they sold what's called benign makeup. And she wanted to get a lot of benign makeup. Well, to make a long story short, I bought her $1,600 with the makeup. All right, and I got 25% off, so it actually came to $1,200. All right, and she was so thrilled about that. And I'm not saying this to brag about what I did. I'm just saying that it broke my heart to hear this Philippine woman say that when she married this man, all of her dreams and aspirations were crushed. And it saddens me because I can never imagine a woman allowing a man to crush her dreams and crush the things that she's passionate about. And to me, no man is worth that. No man is worth that. Excuse me. And no woman is worth crushing my dreams either. And that's why, like on Facebook a few weeks ago, there was this proprietor of a business down the street. And he and his wife, I'm not going to get into specifics, but he and his wife has this business. She's basically paying for it all, but he actually kind of sold his business and actually owns about 25% of it. But he made a Facebook comment a couple of weeks ago where he was talking about how he loves his wife because, and he was making the Facebook comment to men, about how his wife helps him with his dream. His wife helps to support his dream, and that find a woman that'll support your dream. Find a woman that'll help you finance your dream. Find a woman that'll help you realize your dream, and that what that's just wonderful. To me, that's just psychopathic. That's just a psychopathic narcissist and a sociopathic narcissist. And I would hope that women would never give up their dream for a man. Because if you have to give up your dream and your passions for a man, that's not the right man. Okay? And it reminds me of this man that I was a caregiver for several years ago, and his nurse was talking about how she had this quote unquote boyfriend, and this boyfriend loaned her $5,000 for her to get a car, and he was an alcoholic too, by the way. He loaned her $5,000 to get a car for her to get a car, but he was on. I mean, he put his thumb down on her. All right, requiring her to pay him a certain amount of money every month, and if he even thought she was going to be late on her payment, he would argue with her and fight her, argue with her. And I told, and I was talking to her about it, and she's, well, at least I have a man. And I told her, I said, sweetheart, let me tell you something. That's first of all, that's not a man, and second of all, it really bothers me that women will actually do things like this just to say that they have a man. And I told her, I said, you can do better. You can find a better man. But in order to find a better man, you basically need to get rid of the one that you have. Because as long as you have a man who's a piece of crap, who's gonna stop you from fulfilling your dreams and your aspirations and your giftings and all that, then why would the universe send you somebody else? You know, women need to stop being insecure and feel that they need a man for protection. You know, but that's just my take, and that's just something that I wanted to talk about. Don't ever, ever, ever let somebody, all right, squash your dreams under no circumstances. And I support my wife to this day, and I do everything I can to help her to realize her dream. And she basically does the same thing for me too to help me realize mine. It's mutual. We didn't come into our relationship. First of all, when we came into our relationship, we didn't come into the relationship because we needed each other. And then this is key. We came into the relationship with each other because we wanted each other. Number one. And number two, we didn't come into the relationship um, seeking a benefit. Because my wife and I see that a lot. We see that every day, and she especially sees that where she works, as she's a cashier. She sees how these men are with these women because these women to these men, these women are nothing but a benefit. Right? Never enter a relationship because of a benefit. And you should enter a relationship with the idea of adding to the relationship. But then again, that takes trust, and a lot of people don't, are too insecure to trust. So there's a lot that you got to work out there. But I just wanted to drop this little video and say that I really feel bad for women that have these relationships where the man just crushes their dreams. And I would hope that if a woman has that kind of relationship, that she would get away from that kind of person because you can do a lot better. You are queens, okay? This is the time in the universe where the female energy rules. And that means that as a woman, you're going to have to drop dead weight, okay? Stop being insecure and drop the dead weight. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave them. And that is just my thought on concerning what I call operating in the creative. So have a great day. Bye bye.